Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. This channel is a sacred cache of wisdom created to help direct the deepest parts of your being towards healing, growth, and alignment with your highest self. If you have stopped by and you're watching, you have given me consent, you've given me the ability to connect with your energy. So thank you. Enjoy. Hello, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. I hope you guys are well today. Happy Saturday. Oh, and such a beautiful Saturday it is, where everything just seems very calm and peaceful and slow, right? There's no rushing to and from and no schedule per se. Just a day, perfect day to be, in my opinion. But I hope you guys are well. I hope you got good rest last night. And I hope you woke up to, the beautiful sound of birds chirping at your window. Maybe just the hum of nature outside, right? Whatever that was, I hope it's been beautiful for you. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in. We are back to do the rest of the June readings for our water and our earth signs. And so we're going to start with Capricorn today. Hi, Capricorn. How are you? Come on in, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you feel led and this is your first time passing through, hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing for the first time. So let's get started. We're just going to tap into the energies, what we can expect this month, the month of June. And just to let you know, don't try to make it fit. It is a general reading. And so it could apply. All of the message could apply. If part of the message could apply, because I'm reading just for the general energy of Capricorn, right? And so, but don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't, just leave it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. The energies for Capricorn coming through in June. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. 3 of Wands. There's expansion happening for you this month. I feel like there is this movement of moving up. Like it almost feels like you have mastered, like whatever it is that and you know it at a mastery level. You've put it behind you. It's become a part of this very rudimentary experience. And now you are building up from that. There's some expansion that's happening in June. And it looks like you are very well supported this month. You may have a lot of support around you. Whatever's happening in June for you, it feels like you'll have good connections. You will be supported in what you need. You'll possibly be giving support where needed. It just feels like a good reciprocation all around you for the month of June. Okay, so good energy. Yeah, I'm glad for you, Capricorn, getting the support that you need. You may, in fact, be very connected too with family and friends this month. I do see you, though, being in, there's something around you really feeling like you have a nice protection around you and the need to keep that up, right? Which is okay, right? We always want to set good boundaries. Sometimes it can be easy to lose sight of those boundaries, especially when things feel really good. But we still need to, set good boundaries and keep up good boundaries. And so there's something about you realizing that, thinking of how you've come very far. You may find yourself this month thinking about all the things that you've been through and how you've climbed up to this place where you are right now and how important it is for you to guard that and protect that. So you don't fall back, right? Which is okay. And so there's something about boundaries coming in where you'll be really thinking about that in the month of June, keeping your boundaries strong and solid. Let's see. There could be people this month that that may be trying to connect with you or move close to you. And there's something about you setting good boundaries around that. For some of you, you could be blocking these people. For some of you, you could just be sitting back, watching these people trying to come towards you. There's something about just kind of standing at a distance and maintaining a good distance or good boundaries, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Confirmation. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep going. So in the past, I do see that there was a position that you acquired that you felt placed you in uh, placed you in a way for you to actually receive what it is that you wanted. This could be concerning, you being able to make money, you being able to make connections, collaborate. There's something about being placed in a good position. Whatever this was in the past earned you a lot of attention for the work that you do. But I see as you move forward, there's some change that's happening to that. There's a change that's happening here as we move forward. Things are going to change. And you may have already made this change, and in the future, you're going to implement that change. It almost feels like the change has already been made in your mind. Things may look very different as we move forward for you, Capricorn. Yeah, it's done, right? I have the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like there is the energy of realizing, it almost feels like the Eight of Cups for me, that everything that there was to learn, it has been learned. Now it's time to move forward and expand, and feeling very empowered to do so, feeling very in charge of how you move yourself forward and having the ability to do that, right? The Chariot is that energy of moving forward. You're moving powerfully in your power and very decisively as well. I don't feel anything can stop this forward movement wherever you're moving. And it's something that you feel like you need to do because there's something about the experience that has expired. It's almost like you have been brought to this place in time to move forward now, right? It feels very destined for me. And that's supporting you right now. Everything is supporting you to move forward, to excel. And it feels like you'll be moving in your power this month, just really confident, assertive, just in good energy, very powerful energy. So right now, both of these came out, so I'm going to take them. You're in the Queen of Cups energy and the Ten of Pentacles. I do feel like you are very equipped to make this move. This could be something that you are positioned to do, like you don't lack anything. And it's essential, and you recognize this right now, to really think about yourself, take care of yourself, really operate from this very self-nurturing energy. Right now, it's all about you, Capricorn. And so though people may be pulling on your energy and wanting time and space or trying to get, connect with you, there's something about you needing to really focus and take care of yourself right now. And that's what you're doing in June. And it's not being nasty about it, right? I feel like you may, in fact, let people know like the energy that you're in and what you're doing. Nevertheless, it's putting yourself first this month. I feel that strongly. And I do feel there's some increase that you're receiving this month for some of you with this Ten of Pentacles. There's some increase that you're receiving, possibly around work or around your monies, around your possessions. There's some expansion there as well. Yeah. So for whatever it is, this is the wish fulfillment card. Whatever it is that you're desiring, you will get it with the star. You're going to get it. You're being led there. I feel like everything has happened in divine timing for you to get to where it is that you need to go. For some of you, that is vacation, going to this place where you are going to be able to recoup everything that you've been pouring out, like from the beginning of the year. For some of you, you're being led to something that you've asked for, something that you prayed for and desire. It's happening. And I feel like this may, in fact, solidify in June. That way, there's no shadow of a doubt it's happening, right? There's something about the star that lets you know that your hopes around this it's a done deal. Okay. Let me see. Anything we need to clarify? It feels like really good energy. Starts off with the Three of Wands, which is all about expanding, moving forward, having your eye set on where you're going, and you are moving towards it unequivocally, right? And so the energies that came out was Aries, let's see, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, excuse me. So Aries, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, and Capricorn. Okay. So those are the energies that came out in your reading. This is very good. Yeah. June should be a really fulfilling month for you. I see lots of support coming in. We're going to go ahead and grab an animal oracle just to see anything else Spirit wants you to know about June. It feels like a very supportive month for you as things are transitioning for you, moving you forward. This transition is moving you forward towards something that you desire. Okay. There does seem like there could be little slight things that nap at your heels, right, during this process. But again, it's to make sure that you move in the right direction. Okay. But it's all good energy. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So there's major shifts happening this month for you, Capricorn, at the halfway point for this year, according to the Gregorian calendar. Okay. So let's see for Capricorn. All right. We have the elephant spirit, learning from the past. The elephant. Some of you may like elephants. You may have a interesting connection with elephants. For some of you, you may have this amazing memory, and things may in fact spark and connect very heavily. Like you don't forget things very easily. You could be someone who very much has some of your greatest lessons pouring from the past, right? And so the message comes here is if you're feeling uncomfortable right now with some type of normalcy, like some type of traditional custom or some familiar behavior that no longer really serves you, this is a time to allow yourself to work through that energy and evolve from it. This is a time to give yourself permission to evolve and transform. The death did come out. I feel like there's something that is changing right now. For some of you guys, it's positionally, and it could also be spiritually or energetically, but there's some change that's taking place that's allowing you to expand past any type of borders or restrictions, right? Maybe allowing you to expand outside of a box that you have allowed yourself to exist in up to this point. But there's some evolution that's happening. You're being called to be selective too in your memory. And not only with the good, but also acknowledging the bad as well, so that you won't repeat mistakes or cycles, and that you can actually integrate the wisdom from that experience as you move forward and build on it. It's almost like, having bricks thrown at you. Instead of throwing them back, stack them bad boys up and stand up on them, right? The bad can work for us as well. So there's something about building on the past and learning from the worst and walking into the future with a sense of dignity and remembering, right? Remembering truth that allows you to honor your wisdom and your experience. And so, yeah, I do feel like you're moving forward, but there's a lot about what you will be bringing with you that's going to be very useful when it comes to your experiences. This is a very beautiful level up month for you, Capricorn, okay? Integrating the past as you expand into your future. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by. We spent 20 minutes, which is a little bit longer, but that's okay. Spirit is speaking. And so if it resonates, let me know. I'm always happy to hear how it resonates, even if you just stop by to say good job or thank you or I love this, right? Thank you for stopping by and sharing your energy with us. Remember that it does not all have to resonate. If it didn't resonate, just leave it. No need to try to make it fit. And maybe it'll resonate next time, okay? Thank you, Capricorn, for stopping by. Like, share, comment. Blood Moon Oracle here. Until next time. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Today we're going to take a look at the energies that will be coming in for you during this month. We're already a few days in. And so let's take a look. What's going on for Virgo spirit? Share with us the energies that will be coming forward for Virgo. Like, share, comment, Virgo. If you have not and you're just now passing through, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified if we go live in the future or post new content. Don't feel pressured to make it fit. This is a general read for the sign of Virgo. So if you have Virgo in your chart, anywhere in your chart, in major positions, sun, moon, rising, Venus, it could resonate, doesn't have to. And so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? So let's take a look for Virgo. Virgo energy for the month of June. Give us information for Virgo spirit. Thank you. I hope you guys are well and got lots of rest last night. It is such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Okay, Virgo. 4 of Wands coming out. So this month will be a month that, first of all, I feel like there is some grounding, some very foundational energy that will be celebrated this month. And it could be from a community perspective. It could be from like a collaborative perspective or like a group perspective. There's some celebration, I feel, during the month of June, maybe celebrating some major accomplishments, right? And so there's something very grounding and foundational about June for you. For some of you, this could be, I'm hearing there's a celebration of matrimonial vows. So for some of you this month, you'll be acknowledging and celebrating the years that you have put into your union. And in like, some of you are proposing this month. You're taking it to the next level. You are inviting the next stage of your connection or your relationship. This could talk about contracts and things of that sort. This is something that you may not see. It may be a surprise. It may be something that you're kind of feeling, rising up in your subconscious. You're not quite sure. And so the moon comes out. There may be some fears around this for some of you, how this will turn out, or, if it's the right time, if you're ready. It could also be just a lot of dreaming around this, letting you know that it is time, supporting that idea, right? But there's a lot of just shadowy energies lurking around this for some of you, especially if you are someone that's considering proposing or you're waiting for a proposal to come in. Yeah, there's something about that. And for some of you, you may be asking some specific questions this month, looking for specific answers around your connections. But let's see here. Let's clarify the moon. Why is the moon here coming in as a support for the 4 of Wands for Virgo? Ooh, now that jumped out. Spirit is talking loudly. One of my cards fell, so let me get it. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. There's something about maybe being worried about finances this month. Maybe being worried. Maybe it's that you're considering the cost of what this is, this celebration or this next proposal, right? There's something about being worried about the cost, but it may not, in fact, be as big of a deal as you're thinking it is, because it's the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, right? There's something about understanding that you have enough, you have more than enough, right? And so whatever that worry is, I feel like spirit is letting you know that it's going to be taken care of, right? Yeah. Let's keep going. For Virgo, the month of June, what are the energies coming out for Virgo? Yeah, we have the Justice. I do. I'm feeling that marriage energy, Virgo. Somebody may, in fact, decide. There's something about contracts, legal documents. There's something about the legalities of something that comes up this month. And I don't really feel like it's like a separation or a divorce. With the Four of Wands coming out, it's more like something being celebrated, something coming together, a union of some kind that's being exemplified, right? And so for some of you, there's a lot of thought around this, making this happen. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. For some of you, if it's not around that type of energy, there could be things, on your mind that you are trying to move very cautiously in. It's like you are very concerned with making sure that you're doing things right. Maybe crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Maybe you feel like you are really walking a thin line with something this month, and you are very intent on making sure that you do things right and that you don't mess it up, right? I get that energy as well. It's like wanting to do something with integrity this month. It could be something to do with the legal system. It doesn't have to be, but that's the energy I'm getting. It's being very responsible. Okay, so there's some disappointment that's coming in from the past with the Three of Swords. And so let's see what this Three of Swords is. What is this energy from the past, Spirit? So we have the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman. I feel like for some of you that this is not about that situation of matrimony or celebrating a union. This could have something to do with the disappointment around work, maybe not getting a position that you were going for, or maybe it's just not time, right? Because I have the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman, which is not a no, but it's like, okay, it's about timing here with the Hangman. It's about timing and allowing spirit to position you, right? Or to move you when it's time. So there's something about a disappointment from the past. Maybe things didn't happen as quickly as you wanted them to, or they didn't happen in the way that you imagined them to happen. There's something here about time, though. Let's see. Let's keep going. So that may come up in June, okay? I don't know if you'll be applying for like a position that you really want, and maybe it doesn't quite happen as fast as you're wanting it to. And so I get the feel like there's going to be a waiting on something to happen, a waiting on a position to be positioned. And during that waiting, you'll be dealing with the energy of, maybe having to wait and maybe feeling a little bit of disappointment, but that's not really what it is. It's just not time, right? You may perceive it as a no when spirit is saying not yet. That's what I'm getting. All right. And I feel like as you move forward, you will be positioned to create whatever this is that you want. But there is something about the past. It's almost like spirit had to prepare you to sit in this energy. There's something about this energy that carries a lot of weight and a lot of responsibility. And there's something about the past that had to prepare you possibly to carry this and to understand the weight of it, especially with the Justice coming out. There's something here about being trusted with something, being trusted to carry something, to make the right decision, not to abuse your position, right? And so there's something about in the future, you will be empowered to create what it is that you're wanting for yourself. It just wasn't time yet, Virgo. Okay. Yep. And I do feel for a lot of you, when I'm talking about this energy, this is talking about some kind of job opportunity or something that will position you to be able to learn a new skill or study something new. This could also be taking use of this time as you're waiting, right, to learn about that. Whatever that is that you are wanting to move towards, start doing the work around it while you're waiting. It's just going to be more empowering when you are able to step into that position. There's something about learning and being open to learn and allowing yourself to experience new things. Spirit is definitely supporting it with the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This is destined for you, no doubt. The Page of Pentacles may mean that there's still more to learn about it, though. Because being in a position, I'm hearing Spirit say, is not just about a title, but it's being able to carry out the duty. It's being able to carry the responsibility. Not really the title. It's being able to do the work, right? Yeah. And whatever this is going to bring increase too. So it's supporting you. Spirit is supporting you. Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 of Pentacles. This is increase all the way around, not just positionally, but even, in your lifestyle. It's going to be a change, an upgrade, a level up. I feel like for some of you, you come from a very supportive background too. This may be coming from a background that actually is experienced in where you're moving to. So it's almost like you have a predisposition to do this already because it's just in your blood. It's in your history, your family history, maybe. Something that was even passed down to you even. Or this could be something that you will be passing on to your next generation. I get that energy here. So this feels like more than just a position or job. And so right now you're standing in a very strategic energy with the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, excuse me, a very strategic energy, Virgo. And willing to do the work, willing to do, what's needed to position yourself here. I feel like you are very attentive, very watchful. You may be doing research around this, trying to get as much information and details as possible, right? That Page of Pentacles is working for you. Just becoming very learned about this. All right, let's see. This will be the last card. Now, if I was to bring this back around to that beginning energy of union, right, we could also kind of look at it from that perspective as well, like this being a new experience for some of you. As you're stepping into this next level, you may be being guided to learn more about what it is that you're stepping into, what's going to be involved. There's something about stepping into a greater level of responsibility here. So this could apply to connections, the 10 of Pentacles, right? Building a legacy with someone. This being very divinely supported with the Wheel of Fortune, even destined for some of you who are on that level. Ace of Cups. It's stepping into a whole new level of satisfaction and fulfillment for life is what you're being offered here in June. And so if you're already doing the work, listen, you're halfway there and it'll be well worth it. I do feel Spirit saying, be very diligent. This is a time to set good boundaries around your connections and your relationships or whatever it is that you're doing. You don't want to go telling everybody what's going on with you, right? Because you just don't want to add in all that extra unnecessary energy. This is a time to stay grounded. If there's any healing that comes up right now, you could be working through personal, subconscious energies, right? This is a perfect time to work through those two. Things will be changing fast. Yeah, they will be changing fast, but it's starting here in June for you. It's starting in June, and I feel like it's like moving into a new level of connection. For some of you, this is for relational connections. For some of you, this could be your connection with work environment and how that's changing for the better. I am going to get one of my animal oracle decks, but the energies that came out for you, Virgo, in your spread was the Four of Wands. That's Aries. The Moon is Pisces. Justice is Libra. The Magician is Virgo, Gemini energy. The Page of Pentacles is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. The Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy. The King of Swords is Gemini energy. The Three of Swords is Libra energy. And the Ace of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay. Whoa. I guess that's the one we're going to take because it came popping out. Okay. Let's see. For Virgo, what is the spirit animal? Ooh, we have the nightingale. Love is all around. Love is all around. Every time I look around me, love is all around. There's something to do with the music. You may be hearing just lots of messages coming through the music when it comes to love as it pertains to you, guiding you, giving you messages from spirit. The nightingale spirit is almost like a singing bird that sings love songs. For some of you, if this is a time where we did get the moon, and so there may be a lot of things about this that may feel a little bit shadowy or dark. And when I say dark, I just mean it hasn't really been revealed yet. It's still very much in the subconscious realm, right? It's unknown, but it's going to be illuminated, right? Through things like song and becoming more self-awareness, more self-aware. And there's like a light that's going to be shining through you being able to notice the signs and the synchronicities that spirit may be sending you in regards to these connections or these opportunities to move forward. That's going to position you to take advantage of where it is that you're wanting to go. Okay. And it's not to be afraid of where you are right now, even if you can't really clearly see as you look forward, right? There's something about the moon that says there's something a little bit confusing or not clear or still a little bit hidden. There's something that spirit is letting you know that it will become clear. The light will shine on that. And when that light shines, you will find that you have always been surrounded by love. Not only love, but abundance. And so instead of consuming yourself with the worry around this, or even the Knight of Swords, trying to find out, trying to strategize and know everything so you can perfectly strategize, instead of doing that, spirit is saying, find a song, receive the song that's being sent to you, and simply enjoy the thought, enjoy singing that. For some of you, you may sing, right? Sing a song to fill that empty space instead of worrying about it as the light is being revealed, and it will in due time. There's something about singing that gives us hope, right? I know when I get into a place where I need a little encouragement, a little song can do a lot, right? And so there's something about this here, about music, about singing, that is going to carry you through until the light comes in and brings clarity on the situation. because the light will come through. And you may, in fact, be empowered to open that door to bring the light in, right? Depending on the song that you choose to sing, right? You can possibly give voice so that daybreak will come. And so there's something about just being very comfortable where you are and know that you are being guided forward and admonishing spirit during this time with the energy of belief and hope and understanding that it's in divine timing too. Okay. It's in divine timing. But while you're waiting, even if it's uncomfortable, while you're waiting, soothe yourself with music by singing a song to keep your hopes up, to stay encouraged, to stay connected with your hope and your belief that what it is that you're moving forward towards is going to work out for you. Okay. And so the nightingale brings that energy of you just recognizing that everything that you need is all around you, the love and the abundance. And if for some reason it's not evident right now, it is still there, even though you can't see it, right? It's there within you. Sing a song, right? To usher in the light. Sing a song to usher in the light. Okay, that's what I get for you. Because wherever you're moving here in the future, spirit is almost like, I just want to make sure that we're going to be able to handle it. Because there's something huge here with the magician in the future. Yeah. It's almost like you carry within you the power to create this. But it's also understanding the weight of the power that you carry and understanding the responsibility around that as well. So June is going to be a month. It starts off with the Four of Wands, this very beautiful ideal of unions and celebration and possibly an opening up to further our connections or our collaborations and contracts, right? And then it ends with the Ace of Cups, entering into this new beginning with much more fulfillment, right? A new way of living life that's more enjoyable. That's the Ace of Cups. Could be love, experiencing love on a whole new level, renewing love to a whole new level. It could be a love for something, experiencing that on a whole new level. But it ends with the Ace of Cups. Spirit is giving you this new beginning that's going to embellish what you've experienced thus far to the next level. Okay. And so that's what I get. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. And that's what Spirit has given me, Virgo, for you. And so it feels like really beautiful energy. Divine timing is at play here. And while you're waiting, sing your song. Okay. Until next time, Virgo, take care. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're passing by for the first time and you would like to continue following for more messages like this. If you find yourself subscribing, hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time we post or go live. And yeah, thank you, Virgo. Until next time, take care of yourselves and make sure you tap into that music because the music may, in fact, be bringing in just the encouragement that you need. It's not a coincidence. That's spirit talking. Okay. All right. Bye. Hi, Taurus. Hi, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We are taking a look at the energies coming in for you for the month of June. And so if you would be so kind, if you're watching, like, share, comment, let me know how it resonates for you. If it does not, don't try to make it fit. It's okay. There'll be other videos coming after this one for you. But if it does, and you've yet to subscribe, if you would consider subscribing, all of the interaction helps the channel to grow. And so let's take a look, Taurus. I hope you guys are well this morning. It's a beautiful morning today. Strength. All right. Strength card. So June is going to be, I feel like June is going to be a month where you will have an opportunity to stand very comfortably in your power without having to flex it. It's almost like acknowledging and standing in your truth and power minus the ego, right? Just being very aware and familiar of what it is that you have, who it is that you are, your experiences that you carry, and not having to show that, just being very comfortable in that. So this month could bring challenges that allow you to exercise this silent strength. It's not something that's going to be loud and performative, but Taurus, this is going to be something that you just kind of almost operate in innately because it's who you are, right? And so let's see what else comes out for Taurus. We have the Strength card. For June, for Taurus, we have the Strength card. Okay. So for some of you, this may have something to do with partnership, the Two of Cups. It could have something to do with connections. Your connections may be tested this month. For some of you, the Two of Cups can sometimes talk about soulmates as well. This could have something to do with soulmates. I'm also hearing karmic connections, I'm hearing as well. Twin flames. If that resonates, let me just get a little more information. Why is the Two of Cups coming in for this energy around the Strength card for June for Taurus? Clarify the Two of Cups, Spirit. Clarify the Two of Cups. A lot of cards came out. Let's see. This could also have to do with deciding this month as well. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords. And so decisions may have something to do with moving towards a direction or towards a particular connection that may in fact position you in a specific way. Or moving away from a job for some of you to move towards a connection, right? However that comes across or resonates, if there is friction within a workplace situation, I feel like this month will provide you opportunity to move away from that energy or make the decision on what will actually lead to, a peaceful resolution for you. It is all about decisions this month. And so let's keep going here for Taurus. What else is coming in June for Taurus? High Priestess, you're definitely tapped in this month. And I feel like none of this will take you by surprise. You're very aware of what's happening and you will be able to make conscious decisions around what is going to be best. I do feel like for someone, peace is coming through as being pretty important because the Six of Swords came out, which talks about moving away from chaotic situations, may have something to do with work, right? You're moving away from that in a way that's going to land you in a place that's going to be more peaceful, more constructive. This could be for some of you partnerships that you have in business or some type of connection that you have that's going to be really highlighted in June. But it feels like you are totally aware of it and tapped in. This energy, this information all around this situation may come in June and clarify some things. If there's any confusion around this, it will definitely be clarified in June because you're going to be open to receive the information. You're going to be tapped in and very focused on it. Okay. You may, for some of you, Taurus, you may in fact know how this is going to play out before it even plays out. I feel that coming through as well. There's something about the past that feels very limiting and restricting. The Eight of Swords comes out. And so there was some belief in the past that caused someone to feel like they were stuck in this situation or they were limited in some type of way. But in fact, that was not true. That wasn't true. And maybe you're seeing that now. Give me 1 second. Always got to drop some cards. Thought I dropped more. Oh, I did. That Six of Swords popped out again. Moving towards something more stable, more enjoyable. Let's see. That's going to give more happiness. I almost feel like this might have been something that you've been in it a while. And for a portion of that time, maybe for some reason you believe that that's just what it is. Like there was no other choice around this. But in fact, there was the, realization that you could change this. It's not set in stone. There are other options. It does require a change of mindset, but there are definitely other options. As we look in the future, I see the Nine of Cups. There's some realization of a dream, of a hope or a prayer that you make in the future that you will be able to see. You may wake up one morning and realize, wow, I actually made it. At one point, this was just a hope. And here I am sitting in it. So whatever it is that you have desired, you will find yourself sitting in that in the future, right? I get the sense like somebody's going to wake up in a realization like, I'm actually here. I'm actually here. Like, and it feels like a place where you have no complaints. Like, yeah. Which is kind of tricky because as soon as we realize a wish or a dream, we are automatically, focusing on something more. Not, and sometimes it helps to stop. That's why it says, it's really good to celebrate yourself every step along the way, even the small wins, right? Because it's so easy to forget how far we've come. It's very easy to do that. And if we're not careful, we'll remain on this path of constantly wanting to, level up, do more and more and more, which is okay. We should continue to grow. But at the same time, exercise gratitude too. Exercise gratitude too. And what that means is this radical sense of acceptance. Like if I never ever, went anywhere else or achieved anything else, is this enough? Can I find contentment and joy in this moment? That's the energy I'm getting with the Nine of Cups. And so there's something about having a realization in the future where you're going to look back and realize how far you've come, and you're going to receive a lot of fulfillment in that realization. So look for that moment, Taurus. Okay. Now, right after this comes the Star. Again, wish fulfillment. There's something that you've asked for, Taurus, something that you've been waiting for that Spirit is going to do. Spirit is going to allow you to experience it. So we have both wish fulfillment cards coming out together, one after the other, the Nine of Cups and the Star. That's coming supporting you right now. And so let's see, what is this wish fulfillment for Taurus? Before we go further, I just want to find out what this is for Taurus. What's the wish fulfillment for Taurus? What have you asked for or prayed for? I don't know why I'm getting like some kind of extended vacation, some type of extended period of rest away from the normal routine of things. This might even be a move away from where you've normalized your residency. What is this for Taurus? We have the Page of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. For some of you, this could be a lifestyle of ease. Putting in a little and getting a lot out. with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, or being able to reap from all of the work that you do put in, right? To the point where it just overflows and sustains you in a very easy way. Okay. So there's some wish fulfillment around this dream come true, Taurus. This lifestyle that you are able to create for yourself, a lifestyle of ease with lots of rewards and fruits from the work that you put in. And it may not be the average 9 to 5. This feels like it could be something that you've dreamt of, like a dream job of some kind that you want to experience. And Spirit is going to bring that to pass for you. I love this for you, Taurus. I love this. Yeah, you are, the Chariot comes in as support as well, which means that you actually are empowered right now. And the Ace of Swords. Like, you got this. You are empowered right now. The Star gives you all of the support you need, right? Above and beyond what you're able to do. The Chariot actually empowers you to do your part, to move forward in your strength and your power in this very conquerous energy. And the Ace of Swords is the mental power of that. And so, in essence, you are unstoppable. If you actually decide that this is what you want and this is what you will have, you're unstoppable. You will make it happen. Okay. Everything is aligned right now for you to move towards it and even start creating and implementing and aligning with this. Okay. You know what that is, Taurus. The Seven of Swords comes out in your current energy. So I feel like this is all about strategy, strategizing, and creating this environment that is conducive for what you want, one that won't allow people to come in and distort what you're doing. And so there's a need to strategize and to plan and to structure, right? It's almost like building this fortified plan, fortified empire that's not easily tampered with. That's the energy you're in. I feel like you're currently like really watchful, probably a little bit, inquisitive about your surroundings, just taking extra precaution about who you have around you, what you're doing, what's going on around you. The High Priestess energy is very aware, maybe even hyper aware. And so you're very attuned to your surroundings. That could be as a result of learning from the past with your experiences. You've learned to be very protective, okay, of danger around you. And so the Judgment comes out in the outcome, which says that there's something that may, in fact, I don't know if there was some opportunity that you missed, or there was something that happened that didn't quite click the first time. It's coming back around. And it could be this opportunity. Maybe it gave you an opportunity at one point and you didn't quite get it. It's coming back around again because there's something that you need to see. There's something you need to receive from this. So if there's something resurrecting from the past, if it is this opportunity that's coming back around, there's something about this that may connect you to what this is that you will have the opportunity to experience when it comes to your wish fulfillment. Maybe you didn't realize it was connected or they were connected. I get that energy. Because there's something here about the strength, exercising discipline and wisdom outside of that realm of the ego-ish, energy. And then the Two of Cups. It's almost like being able to value connections and opportunities without being really heady about it. And there's something about learning here. This coming in as the energy of June is going to be about this connection. I feel like there's some connection that may, in fact, be and somehow connected to this wish fulfillment. Okay. And I don't know if this is someone that you have a history with, and maybe you didn't know the connection, not sure, but however this plays out, you end up circling back around having another experience with something from the past, and there's something that you need to understand about it. With the Judgment, it always leads to like that aha moment, like, oh, the pieces of the puzzle kind of come together that second time around. So there's something coming back around that you didn't quite get the first time, but it's going to make sense the second time, because now in the High Priestess energy, you are hyper aware, and you won't miss it this time. What we don't see is the Knight of Wands, the opportunity to move forward, the Three of Pentacles being positioned in a position of privilege, the Nine of Wands. This could come through as waiting for this for a while. Excuse me, waiting for the opportunity either to heal something or to actually move forward and utilize, some things that's been sitting in the background for a while. Page of Pentacles is entering into an opportunity, to experience new things, to learn new things. And so there's a lot that's happening here for you, Taurus, this month. So stay tapped in. Okay. If you're tapped in, stay there, because there's a lot happening that you'll need to catch when it comes up. Okay. There's even a lot of mindsets that you'll be stepping out of, that you have, for many of you, stepped out of. And so it's bypassing those. You're no longer limited, maybe in the way that you saw yourself in the past. You're no longer relegated to those limits anymore. And so the energies that came out is the Strength, which is Leo. The Two of Cups is Cancer. The High Priestess is Pisces. The Nine of Cups is Pisces. The Star is Aquarius. The Chariot is Cancer. The Ace of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Seven of Swords is Aquarius. The Eight of Swords is Aquarius. And the Judgment is, I want to say, the Judgment, I believe, is Taurus, Scorpio. So heavy on the Scorpio and Aquarius energy. Are you dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus? Those are the energies I have. Let me go ahead and get your animal spirit message before we end this out. And then we'll start on our earth, our water signs. Yeah. All right. For Taurus, what is the spirit animal for Taurus? We have Bobcat spirit. Bringing in the message around life being a mystery. Bobcat spirit. And it's a number 8, which is all about action. 8s are all about movement, action. It's all about momentum, legacies, mastery, and accomplishment. Life is a mystery. And so this is a message coming through to let you know that there's something about something being hidden, or something has been hidden for a specific amount of time. And it may relate to your deepest desires, like your dreams, as it pertains or relates even with others, not just yourself. And so there's something emerging during this time, something that's becoming aware, that's being unhidden for you. And so this is also a time with Bobcat spirit to be very protective, right? We got the High Priestess, that's that awareness rising. We also got the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. And so this is a time to understand that self-protection is very much in order right now. And so be discerning, be selective, even be secretive. With that High Priestess, you may know and see a lot of things being revealed. It doesn't mean you have to let everybody know. This is something to hold within so that you can operate from a place of power, okay, in the month of June. So be secretive, not revealing more than you need to. And so this is also a time with that Eight of Swords, releasing yourself from any limits that you've placed on yourself or limits that people place on you. Sometimes people have a way of trying to impose their opinions on you. And so pay attention to who you have around you and how they are serving you or not serving you at this time. Also, be aware of your motives as well. Taurus. Be aware of your motives. Just check in with your heart ever so often to see, like, where you're operating from and if it's in line with your values and your truth. Yeah. And so this is also a time, again, to check in with yourself and possibly not be so outwardly um, vulnerable. There's a lot right now that I feel like Spirit is asking that you hold in, because what you are being given as, being in this high priestess energy, right? What you'll see, what you'll be given may not be for everybody. This is for you personally, and not everybody is going to be able to understand it anyway. And so to avoid being misunderstood, Spirit is saying there's a lot that's being revealed here in this month that you'll just need to hold on to it. Just hide it in your heart. Keep it as something that you can know that's going to help you navigate this month more clearly. Okay. Yeah. And you don't even have to really understand it. Spirit just wants you to observe and to see, because I feel like you're being called this month to rest your mental mind and not feel like you have to operate from it. You're just given this energy and this information to be aware of it and to observe it. Not that you have to move on it or try to fix it or do something about it. It's just for you to be aware of it. Okay. To be aware of your environment so that you can navigate appropriately. Yeah. So the Bobcat Spirit is just guiding you to be wise and stealthy. And at the end of the day, with the High Priestess too, this is also you being able to operate from your own truth, your own counsel. And so Spirit is guiding you, Taurus, to be a bit of a mystery this month. Don't let the cat out of the bag this month. Be a mystery this month, okay? And that's going to work for you because there's a lot that's unfolding, big things unfolding for you this month. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 major arcana, major unfoldings happening for you this month, okay? That's a very good reading, Taurus. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy this. Whatever this is that's unfolding for you, it feels like it's a dream come true. And so this is yours for the taking, okay? And the month of June is very big, so be aware and be open to receive. Blood Moon Oracle, like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Let me know how it resonated, if it does. And if it doesn't, no worries. Don't try to make it fit. There'll be others in the future, okay? I'll see you guys next time, Taurus. Here's the month of June for you. Bye. Hi, Scorpio. Hi, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We are taking a look at the energies for the month of June for you. If you would be so kind to like, share, comment. If you've yet to subscribe and you're just passing through, please consider subscribing if you like the energy on the page. If you do subscribe, let me know by hitting the bell so you'll be notified for future readings, okay? Also, excuse me, I want to let you know, don't try to make it fit. If it does not, there'll be other readings in the future. No need to make it fit. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio, okay? And so we're going to take a look here. How are you doing, Scorpio? I hope you guys are well. I hope you have gotten off to a good morning and a good afternoon as well. Very beautiful day today. I hope you're getting this beautiful sun where you are as well. So the Queen of Cups comes out for you, Scorpio. And the Queen of Cups is all about ruminating in the energy of love, first for yourself, and then being available to allow that to overflow to others. It is a very nurturing energy, almost like the Empress energy, pre-Empress energy. But this is all about you being able to nurture yourself first, and then offering that same nurturing to others. You could be someone in the month of June that is operating from this very nurturing energy. Maybe people are coming to you in the capacity of receiving, right? But there's something very stable and very grounded emotionally that draws towards you in the month of June, okay? Scorpio. And just because I say feminine energy does not mean that you have to be a woman. You could absolutely be a man and give nurturing as well, okay? And so for someone, you could be offering assistance. And what's supporting this energy is the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something changing this month, maybe around how you do that. The 5 of Pentacles is a very practical energy. And so we're talking about things in the 3D. And so there's something changing about methods, about how you do that, how you offer support. Um, let's see here for Scorpio. Queen of Swords, your operations maybe changing this month. Let's see, Scorpio energy. So I don't know if there's something, this came out sideways. There may be things that arise this month that cause you to worry a little bit in the month of June. Or actually, let me see, it came out upside down. So either there's something that has been a little bit stressful that will be relieved this month, or there's something that will become, something that may cause you to be a little worried. Let's see what this is. What is the Nine of Swords? Because it came out sideways. So something may come in to threaten to worry you, right? Okay, we have the Hierophant, Scorpio, Nine of Swords. So I'm getting values, something about values, traditions. I'm almost feeling like maybe, let me see what else comes out here. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Just what I thought. So there's something that you'll be wanting to change, but maybe having a little bit of challenge or worry around how you can change it, right? And it has something to do with value system, traditions, operating, or wanting to operate in a new way. Wanting to operate in a new way with the Ace of Pentacles, and even having this revealed to you, this new way, this new opportunity Spirit is opening for you, is being revealed during June. And so there's something about how you can transition over or navigate over to that new way that may come across as a little bit challenging. The Hierophant is also an energy, Scorpio, that presents government entities. It can present educational structures, some type of spiritual or religious structure, right? But it all centers around how you value something of value, how you perceive it is being renewed, or maybe even you're being shown a new way. But there's some worry around that, maybe navigating towards that new way. That's what I'm getting. You tell me if that makes sense, okay? Let's keep going. Scorpio for the month of June. And it's something that you've already moved away from, right? You may not have stepped into the Ace of Pentacles, which is the gift of the new beginning, but you've definitely navigated away from something, whatever this is. You didn't see any more use in it. There was nothing left to be learned. You absorbed everything that was available, and you decided, yeah, it's time to move up. I need to expand, right? I've absorbed all that is here. It's time to move up to a higher level. And so there was some decision, to pursue something more in the past. I see that. It was like a level up, a decision to level up. And there's going to be another decision coming in the future with the Lovers here. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with love, because I don't see any love energy. This has more along the lines of divine decisions. This is like high level decisions coming up here in June that you will be kind of faced with, making important decisions. What are these decisions for Scorpio? The energy of Scorpio. High level decisions for Scorpio. Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. I do feel like this has something to do with you, where you'll move to next, or what you'll accept next. It almost feels like that energy of the Eight of Cups, like you've, gotten really bored or complacent, like there's the need for some new challenge or some new opportunity. And having to make the decision. And I do feel like in the future too, you'll receive more information about this with the Page of Swords. There's going to be some truths that are revealed to you during the month of June about this. Yeah. There's something here with this Lovers coming in. I feel like I'm hearing alignment, balance. This month may also offer opportunities for you to, focus on balance within yourself. The Queen of Pentacles did come out. And so there's something about focusing on the duality here in the future. That may be themes that arise during the month of June, right? Balancing your feminine and masculine, balancing your light and your dark. Balancing the sun, the moon, the yin, the yang, right? There's something about duality here, balancing your physical with your spiritual, and so your mental with your emotional. So there's something about balancing also coming in the future here as you move forward and make these decisions, okay? For the month of June, the Ten of Wands, the Hangman. The Ten of Wands is coming in as a supportive energy. And the Page of Wands comes out again. So there's some energy around being busy. The Ten of Wands feels like just having a lot to do, staying busy. That may, in fact, serve you this month, keeping yourself busy and occupied. I can't help but think, just staying focused, staying out of that very blank energy that provides room for distraction. You maybe just have everything planned out and really don't have a lot of room for other stuff. That's the energy I'm getting. If there are things that you're trying to do and waiting for that are paused right now, those things are actually working in your favor. They're actually allowing space with the Hangman for you to actually claim the right perspective for it. It's not working against you, it's working for you. And so don't fight anything that feels like it's on pause. Okay. And then truth being revealed. You could be receiving messages, emails, lots of emails, letters, text messages, lots of communication coming in this month as well. That's going to be helpful as well. Okay. Let's keep going. For Scorpio in the month of June, very balanced, Seven of Swords, very protected and guarded too. This is the energy you're in. It's almost like you are really protective of your space this month. I do feel like there might be people that try to contact you or get close to you. I don't know. You're very guarded this month. Seven of Wands. Let's see. And you end June on that new venture. You step into that new space that you're being guided to. There's something that's being opened up for you to move towards, that level up. You decide to walk away from something, that Ace of Pentacles that's being offered to you. And you weren't quite sure how to navigate over to it or how it was going to be revealed. Well, I do feel like it's going to be revealed. And you'll have the opportunity to start working towards that this month. What you don't see on the bottom is the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I feel like Spirit is saying just keep vibing high. And there's a lot of discipline that I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Just vibe high. And don't let things or people come in and steal your joy, steal your focus this month, okay? They will, in fact, possibly try, okay? And so the energies that I have coming out for you, you end in the Magician, if I haven't said that. So you're going to end in this position of starting to create and move towards and operate in that Ace of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you'll end June in a whole new energy, starting something new. Okay. You stepped out of something. You may have been in like a holding period. The end of June will open the door for you to step into the next part of this redirection, this new beginning. Okay. And it feels very 3D. It's something practical that you're doing. And so the energies that came out are the Queen of Cups, which is Aquarius energy. The Five of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. The Nine of Swords is Virgo energy. The Lovers, Gemini energy. The Page of Swords is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. The Hangman, I believe, is, I want to say Taurus energy. The Hangman is Taurus energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands, Leo energy, the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy, and the Magician, which is Gemini, Virgo energy. Okay. And what else am I missing? And your support was the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Okay. All right. And so let's go ahead and get your spirit animal, Scorpio. What animal comes out for the encouragement for Scorpio? Please and thank you, Spirit. So you start off in this very beautiful, nurturing energy for yourself this month, and you end with pouring that. It's almost like Spirit wants you to prepare yourself for this next level, this next move, and gather your energy, pull your energy back from where it is, because you're going to need that, right? Because you end with the Magician, which is utilizing what you have to carry yourself into this next part of your journey. We have the Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. I love that. He's sitting on a, what is that? A dandelion, a yellow flower. I love yellow flowers. But know your worth is what's coming out with Skunk Spirit. And let's see. It is a 54, which ends up being a 9. Nines many times will talk about endings or preparing for an ending, bringing something to fruition. So there's something about this season, this month, you'll be embarking upon like a new beginning where you'll be bringing something to fruition, attaining something. It's the energy of fulfillment, or actually, this is almost like the final push, right? Before something births, like a baby birthing, right? The final push. And so this message coming from Skunk Spirit is letting you know that there is a need to understand that not everybody will understand you. Not everybody will appreciate you, because, and not that it's anything personal. Everybody's going through their own things right now. Everybody is actually wrapped up in their own issues that they're trying to address. And so you may in fact trigger people. But even in that, the Skunk Spirit is letting you know to still be yourself. Don't hold back for fear of triggering people. Be yourself fully, unapologetically, Scorpio. And now is really a time to really be honest and to admit when things don't sit right. Spirit, the Skunk Spirit is letting you know that as well. And that you really are worthy to be in that energy, to be able to fully respect yourself and courageously stand up for that which you believe and speak your truth in love, but speak it. And then remember who you are and what really matters to you right now in this moment in time. That's all that really matters. Okay. And to act with integrity as well. And if you do that, and you sit in that energy of your truth and your authenticity, you will be so glad that you did. And you will, you'll appreciate yourself for that if you do that. This is all about your values. I feel like that Hierophant is still sticking out to me. There's something about your values that's just really ringing very loudly here. What is it that you value? Like, what do you believe? Yeah. And to be proud of that, what you've accomplished, knowing your worth, and not having to have everybody agree with that. And so there's something about that coming through with the skunk spirit. Spirit is saying, allow yourself this month to show up in your authenticity and not hold yourself back, not be apologetic for your truth, to do it in love with integrity, but don't hold it back. Okay. That's very important. I feel like Spirit is saying, don't hold it back. Okay. Allow yourself to show up authentically this month. Okay. And if that is, in fact, changing something that was once another way, so be it. So be it. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Scorpio. Good luck this month. I see nothing but good energies coming out here for you. Lots of support, changes that are going to be very beautiful and beneficial for you. This is about you. It started with the Queen of Cups, right? And so I feel like June is about this inner transition, that's going to actually show up in the world. And so good luck with that. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment. It's always a pleasure to read for you. All the interaction helps the channel to grow, so it's much appreciated. If it didn't resonate, don't worry. There'll be more. Don't try to make it fit, but I will definitely see you next time. Thank you, Scorpio. Bye. Hi, Cancer. Hi, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And today we're going to take a look at the energies that are coming in for you in the month of June. Cancer, if you would be so kind to like, share, comment if it resonates. If it doesn't, no worries. Don't try to make it fit. It doesn't have to. It is the general reading for the sign of Cancer. But if it does, feel free to comment. If this is your first time passing through the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you do, consider hitting the bell so you'll be notified in case we go live in the future. Welcome, Cancer. So let's take a look. I hope you are well today. Such a beautiful day and a nice day to get up on the right side of the bed. Listen. So Cancer spirit, let's see. We have death coming out here. And so there's a lot. Doesn't mean death. It just means that it is a major arcana. There are major changes that are happening in the month of June. There could be transformations taking place. There could be things that are, changing from one state to another. There could be things transforming. There could be things coming to an end. And so there is definitely change coming in this month for you, Cancer. Let's see. Spirit is telling me to take this. I usually only pull one card, but two came out. The Judgment and the Temperance, also major arcana. So there may be some things that are supporting this change, things that may be resurrecting from the past, coming back around, things that maybe even is something that has been waited for, something that has been worked on. The Temperance gives me patience, balance, working something out. And so there's some change that's happening this month for the sign of Cancer. And this could very well be something you're aware of that you've been waiting for a while. That may be coming back around. Okay, let's keep going. For the sign of Cancer. And it feels like major changes, though. These are major arcana cards. So these aren't just everyday little things. These are major shifts happening for you, Cancer. Energy for the sign of Cancer, Spirit. Energy for the sign of Cancer. Again, a major arcana. There's something you're thinking about creating or working on, manifesting. You are in this energy. You're trying to create. You are focusing on creating something, creating things this month. This could be creating opportunities, creating open doors, right? But there's that energy of working mysteriously, right? Let me see. Let's keep going. For Cancer, the month of June, you'll be in your manifestation energy. Cancer, another major arcana, the Hermit energy. And so in the past, there was a lot of something that I do feel like for many of you, you're coming from an energy where you sought guidance, sought a lot of wisdom and guidance. This feels like going intentionally in to seek answers about something, seek wisdom, wise counsel, even going into this energy of withdrawing yourself and going into the wilderness, right? This is symbolic, going into the wilderness to be alone and to seek answers. Someone has been in that energy at some point in the past, and it has something to do, I believe, with this energy here that's coming back up, this transition that's happening right now. As you move forward, we have the moon, another major arcana. Wow. Wow, Cancer. Wow, wow, wow. And so in the future, the moon, there could be things that you're still seeking answers about. It still feels a little unclear with the moon. Things are still not fully revealed or uncovered. For some, this could be information or messages popping up in dreams. This could be just not really clear on some things. Like I'm even, getting some energy of not sure what you're seeing, like if it's actually real or not. And so I do feel like there's going to be still a need for more clarity moving forward in the future. For some of you, this could be very feminine energy that you'll be operating in, very intuitive energy, very tapped in to the cosmos, even. That's the energy I'm getting with the moon. In the future. And it almost feels like being captured by this, needing to solve this riddle or this puzzle, being drawn to find answers, right, in the future. And so there's some change that's coming in. I do feel like for Cancer sign, you are very much tapped in to this whole situation, this change, this transformation that's taking place as, things are coming back up from the past, things that you may have been even aware of and working on, trying to manifest. That's what's on your mind this month, is manifesting something specific. And you've put a lot of work into this, a lot of energy and effort with the Hermit, seeking wisdom and guidance around this, but you still, for some reason, end up at a position of still needing more information. But it's very tapped in energy. For some of you, this could be operating on the other side. I get that energy with the moon as well, just operating in the subconscious realm, tapping into the subconscious, maybe to find information. Very interesting. All major arcana, okay? Okay, let's keep going for Cancer. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands. And this is coming in. I feel like this is going to be supportive energy, opportunities to move forward. Okay, whatever's on your mind, whatever you're trying to bring into fruition, this opportunity, this manifesting, there's going to be the signal of moving forward with the Knight of Wands. That's moving energy. It's double fire energy. And it's moving forward. Charging. It almost feels like having a slight opportunity that you're able to embellish on, right? A slither of opportunity that you burst in. It's like, there's my opportunity. Wow, right? That's what it feels like. But it's a new beginning. The Ace of Wands having a new opportunity, a new beginning, and the Two of Wands to make a specific choice to head down a specific path, right? And it almost feels like a very heavy choice, though. In this particular deck, the two birds are holding two wands, and at the top of the wands, there's an earth. It's almost like the feeling of having a burden upon making this decision. And it may be very strenuous. It's like, oh, I got to make the right decision, but the decision comes in to give you the opportunity, I do see, to choose the path that you feel is right. So that moon may in fact be trusting yourself, tapping into your intuition, being guided by visions and dreams, being able to trust yourself, Cancer, with this new opportunity, this new beginning. Yeah, whatever this is, the opportunity to move will be supported. Okay, let's keep going. For Cancer, the month of June. There's something about right now, at this moment in time, you may not feel the freedom to move on it. The Eight of Swords says that there is some perceived restrictions. There's some perceived restrictions right now, but you end with the strength, which says that you end standing, possibly even able to move in your power. But that movement, the strength, lately when the strength has been coming out, it has had an emphasis on the absence of ego. Has been coming out with the strength, the absence of ego. And so you end June, like really in this very powerful, wise, very empowered energy, right? According to what you've learned through your experiences, what you now know, but you stand in that power having earned it because of your experience. But you also stand in it without a sense of ego, right? It's just knowing without having to prove. You just know, And so there's something about ending in that energy, knowing what you know and standing in that. And so I'm going to go back and just clarify a little bit. What is the Magician? What is Cancer manifesting this month? Let's see. Why is the Magician here for Cancer? Or the energy of Cancer? Why is the Magician here? Moving away from chaos when it comes to connections, choices, when it comes to major decisions. It could be love, it doesn't have to be, but moving away from that chaotic energy. You're manifesting a way out of something. A way back into this balance that you need in order to manifest what you want. I feel like there's a need to move away from something. And so you're manifesting away from that, whatever that energy was that would obstruct your manifestations. You're moving away from it. What is the Moon here? Decisions, difficult decisions, dilemmas, as a matter of fact. Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man. Yeah. So there's going to be a need. I feel like June is going to be an opportunity to make some very important decisions. Very strategic decisions. That's going to allow you to operate and move forward to places where you have imagined yourself. Very strategic decisions this month coming in for you. And the difficulty is the Moon. Again, as I was stating, it almost feels like there's a bit of unknowingness and having to navigate in the dark, having to navigate purely by intuition or discernment without being able to see it clearly, but having to trust what you know, having to trust your experience. Yeah. So June is going to be a let's go type of month. I'll say that. Let's go. Again, decisions, important decisions this month. And the energies that came out for you, Cancer, I have mostly major arcana. So there are huge, massive changes that are happening for you. And that's an understatement. It's an understatement. Let me see here. What's not seen under the bottom is the King of Swords, the Two of Cups, another decision, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, the High Priestess. Yeah, this is all about strategy. I can't help but see the Knight of Swords here. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. This is offering possible accomplishment, wanting, the opportunity to accomplish this month or to conclude a goal that you have set out to conclude. And so the energies that came out, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana. And we have Scorpio with death. Judgment is Scorpio. Temperance, Sagittarius. Magician is Virgo. Gemini. The moon is Pisces. Strength is Leo. Hermit is Virgo. The Eight of Swords is Virgo. The Two of Wands is Aries. The Ace of Wands is Aries. And the Knight of Wands, I believe, is Sagittarius. Okay. And so that's for you. We're going to get an animal oracle for Cancer as we end this out. Thank you, Cancer, for stopping by. All right, we have the dolphin spirit coming out. First of all, let me say that dolphins are very highly intelligent. It is said that they might be one of the most, probably next to the octopus, I don't know, but they might be one of the most intelligent creatures in the creation on Earth. And some would even say that they come from a different place. Like they are not originally from Earth. They're from somewhere else. They're like a alien species just because they have such a high intelligence. And I love the dolphin because they have this beautiful balance of intelligence and play, right? They're very intelligent. They know how to navigate and strategize, but they're also very playful and a little docile. Like there's this beautiful balance that the dolphins have. And so the dolphin spirit comes in to let you know that this and that are true, okay? And something about wanting to be acknowledged when you're right, wanting to be perceived as someone to be heard, and wanting to prove, right, maybe even right from wrong. But the dolphin spirit reminds us that it's more complicated than just the black and white or, righteousness versus the element of suffering. It's more complicated than that. Maybe what's happening right now. And there might be a release of the ideal, right? This dolphin energy comes in to ask you to maybe loosen the ideas around life right now and kind of embrace fluidity a little bit more and recognize that there are in fact grays. Everything is not just black and white, but there are in fact gray areas, and there's two sides to every story. There's an upside, there's a downside, there's a blessing, maybe sometimes there's a curse or a challenge to the story. And so there's something about the situation, and it may be different for each of you, Cancer, but there may be something that you are perceiving right now that you may think is one way, but it may end up being something totally different, right? You may think that something is hecka far off. And I know hecka is not a word. Somebody listening may be young and may be able to identify with that word that came up. Something that's hecka far off, but actually is rather closer than you realize. And so there's something about letting the dolphin spirit kind of soften your heart so that that decision that's being made can be made in the best way, right, for you. And something about also being open to consider different possibilities. That moon card is sticking out for me. And so it feels like there's still something that's not fully revealed, something that's not fully been understood or acknowledged or received or even revealed, right? And spirit may be doing that for a reason. Sometimes when I sit down and I do readings and I'm trying to figure something out, Spirit is like, it's not time to know that, or you don't need to know that, right? And so there's something here that is still kind of lingering in the shadows that has not fully been revealed. And Spirit is saying that there's a need to be open to different sides of the truth, because this and that could be true, right? For whoever that resonates with, that may resonate for you. That's what I'm getting with the dolphin spirit as the oracle. And so Spirit is saying there's a need to take this stance so that you can be in a position to make the very best choice. Okay. There may be something you're still not seeing. All right. That's for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Blood Moon Oracle here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're passing by for the first time and you enjoyed the reading. Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing. Let me know if it resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay too. There'll be other readings in the future. Don't try to make it fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. It is a general reading. So until next time, my Cancer signs, you all enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye. Hi, Pisces. Hi, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're going to take a look at the energies for June for you today. I hope you are well and have gotten off to a good start today. And so, excuse me, Pisces. And so let's take a look at the energies coming in for you for the month of June. It is a general read, so don't try to make it fit. If it fits, it does. If it does not, leave it. There'll be more Pisces readings coming out, more general everyday readings that may resonate. And so let's get started. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell so you'll be notified in case we go live, okay? All right, for Pisces spirit for the month of June, let's take a look. For Pisces, I have the Six of Swords coming out here. There may be something this month that you will be moving away from. For some of you, you may be physically moving. For others, you may be moving spiritually, energetically away from something that is very chaotic or that doesn't represent your idea of peace, right? It feels like moving towards calmer waters. For some of you, you may be very protective this month of those that you have under your care. For Pisces, the month of June, with the Seven of Cups, this also brings in the energy of operating with a sense of caution this month, being very cautious with what you choose, with what you connect to or accept. This feels like it could be changing some way that you receive or even choosing, right? Being more wise when you choose. But let's delve in deeper. The Seven of Cups brings the energy of just being wise, right? When it comes to choice. And that may just mean that there are things that are helping you to usher in like a more peaceful energy for yourself in the month of June. You know how you choose what you'll focus on? Sometimes you'll focus on things that just keep you, unsettled inside. And so it's a matter of choosing what you will allow in, what you focus on, right? So there may be things that are changing about your routine, about your schedule in June, right? You may in fact be moving just to a whole new place where you will no longer be forced to choose or have to deal with having to choose certain things that just aren't good. I do see you wanting like to have a new beginning. You're focused on the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new beginning, maybe with an opportunity. Maybe you're looking for a new job, putting in applications, waiting for the call back, right? You're looking and waiting for those opportunities to appear or to be uncovered, right? And so you're expecting something in June, to hear back from something for some of you. Now, for some of you, this could be if you are moving, you put in, applications for places. If you're buying a house, like this is that kind of communication too. It's a new start, a physical new start somewhere else. Pisces, the month of June. For some of you, I'm hearing this is just the desire for it. Maybe you haven't taken the steps to step out and pursue it. You're just thinking of that now, which everything starts as a thought, right? And then it turns into action. For some of you, this is just the thought, right? I have the Queen of Swords coming in the past. There is some type of energy for some reason where you in the past was very cutthroat about something, just very cold. With the Queen of Swords, this is very cold energy, very low on tolerance and patience, maybe very short with people. For some of you, this could be you being prepared for this change, preparing for this change. Like you knew you were going to need to move and you started packing like 6 months ago, little stuff here and there and organizing things and, saving up money or putting in certain little applications. It feels like there was some strategy for others of you, right? If it's not this very cold, icy energy that you're moving from the past, this is you strategizing for your future, being prepared, doing the work and the research and, getting ready. So staying ready so you don't have to get ready in the past. And then when you move towards the future energy, we have the Six of Wands, being very victorious with what you've been working on and planning for. And so whatever that is that you have planned, whatever that is that you have been putting work in the past and strategizing for will come to fruition. You'll be successful and you'll land on top because you prepared for it ahead of time. It's almost like when the opportunity comes, you have already prepared. And so, yeah, it will be successful. And the Four of Swords comes out in your support. This is a time to be feel peaceful. The Four of Swords is an energy that doesn't respond to outward stimuli, even if it's calling for you to respond. It's being non-responsive, taking care of yourself, pouring back into yourself, resting. This is energy that's coming in as very supportive during the month of June. So the month of June may be a month where you need to just really disconnect mentally. Disconnect. Right? That Six of Swords gives that energy of moving away from things that are mentally disturbing. And so taking care of anything that would disturb, this is a time to choose different, right? And it could be, it could be anybody. It could be anybody, but there's something new that Spirit is calling you to implement for yourself, right? I can't help but think of, I don't know why this is coming up, that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez. And she was running from an abusive relationship and she knew it was going to come back around. And so she had a daughter. She began to prepare herself and make decisions and she started to train and she just started to implement all of these things, even though she hadn't had a reconnection with her abuser. She knew it was coming. And so she began to prepare herself for that encounter when it came. And so in essence, she was prepared for that day when it would arise, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying that to be prepared. Like, don't wait for these issues to arise, but get ahead of the curve. Like, be preventative, proactive, put things in place, right? That's going to help you navigate these difficult situations. And that will be supportive for you in being successful, is what Spirit is saying. Especially if you're someone who knows their triggers or things that set them off. That's beautiful because then you can prepare to overcome those things if you know what it is. The problem is when you don't know. If you know, that's half the battle. Spirit is saying, since you know, go ahead and set some things into place. Move away from the situation so that you can implement success for yourself so you don't fall into those traps. The Page of Wands is almost like that energy of creating this new space for yourself. I feel like you are in that energy. You're creating a new space that's going to be conducive for what it is that you need right now. And it ends with the Wheel of Fortune, which is an energy that's very much supported by the universe. it's very much supported in a way that it almost works on energy, right? The energy that we put out is the energy that we see come back, right? It's that energy that's in motion right now. And so that could be good. It may not be good, depending on what we put out. But that's the energy that I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. It could talk about fate. It could talk about destiny. Like it's a play on all of those energies of the universe, right? And so this has a lot to do with, I feel like, taking advantage and standing in your power to really take control over what you're experiencing. Because we have the Six of Swords here, followed by the Seven of Wands. It's almost like you have the ability to move, away from what it is that you don't want. And so in order to be successful, Spirit has laid out the plan here. It's like, take responsibility, right? If you know that there are places, that there are certain things that will get you caught up, it's up to you to set yourself up for success, to navigate in these areas where you can be successful, right? And so that's what I'm getting here. We start off with the Six of Swords, moving into calmer ground. It's taking responsibility, not only for yourself, but for your environment, what you allow yourself to be, subjected to. Okay. And so that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. It comes in as a bit of understanding that you hold the power for your experience, right? June may be all around you, just kind of re-examining, kind of reshifting things, reorganizing things that are going to set you up for success, to have the experience that you want. And the Six of Wands coming out in the future means that you'll be successful. And the energy supporting is you taking care of yourself with the Four of Wands in your environment, taking care of yourself, ushering in new ways that's going to set you up for success and avoid triggers or pitfalls, right? You really being aware and moving accordingly. What you don't see is the Ten of Wands on the bottom, the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Death. And so Spirit isn't saying that this is going to be easy. Like there's a lot, I do feel like that maybe look like it's beyond your control. But still, Spirit is still saying that you can navigate within that to set yourself up for success. You can create success from this situation. It may not be overnight, but it's worth working towards with the Ten of Wands. There may be many little pieces of this that will come forward, right? But you have the ability still, Pisces, to navigate this in your direction so that you end up on top here. The ball's in your court, okay? I'm going to grab a spirit animal for you, Pisces. We have the Otter Spirit coming out for you. You are never alone. The Otter Spirit. You are never alone. And this gives me the energy. Every time this comes out, it tickles me because there's something about this. It's a 6. And 6s are all about communication, cooperation, harmony. I feel like there's something about that you're looking for. Harmony, peace and problem solving and making progress. Those are all keywords that may, arise for you during the month of June. But there's something about the Otter Spirit when I look at it. And I look at the actual otters, they're colored and they have like little bird feathers, clipped onto them. It gives me this very peaceful, hippie-like energy, like just wanting to be peaceful, right? Just wanting to feel a sense of release, kind of like that hippie spirit. It's like very free spirit is what I'm getting here. This may be what you're looking for. And Spirit is saying that it is possible, but you have to navigate that experience and really set yourself up to be able to have that experience. But Spirit is saying that you're never alone here with the Otter Spirit. For someone, you could be someone that's tapped in and maybe your eyes or your focus has been just on one particular way of arriving at this experience that you're trying to get to. Because I do feel like something is changing. You're moving specifically in June. You're moving in some type of way. It could be energetically, it could be physically, but the move is because you're trying to actually embark or position yourself to be able to experience something specifically. And that experience may have caused you to focus in one way, in one direction, but there's actually something else. There's another resource that you can actually take advantage of. It's saying that you're not alone, that you are supported, and that you have this energy of support coming from many directions. You may, in fact, be in the middle of a community of people that you haven't even considered. There's someone other than maybe who you have already tapped into for help that is around. Now, this could be physical. For some of you, this could be spiritual. I get the energy that this is someone that may be tapped in. Yeah. And so the outer spirit is causing you to realize that and asking you to be open, to look around at all of the resources that are available for you. And that may be coming in many different ways. And it would be up to you to listen or to ask what those resources are if they're not right now visible to you. And then it's up to you to believe that it is available and possible to assist you, right? There's the need to believe it, to feel it, because those are the energies that's going to cause you to actually take advantage of it, right? That's what's going to cause you to reach out and seek the assistance, right? And seek what it is that someone else may hold that may be of helps to you. Support, connection, friendship. And so the outer spirit is asking you to see the resources that are available around you, right? You don't have to do this alone. I feel like there are certain resources that are available that can help you navigate this experience, right? That's going to be on your path in June. You're not alone, okay? There's someone or something available that's able to assist you here. That's coming up, okay? Definitely looking for peace. I feel like harmony is what's desired here. And there's some changes, some moving in order to seek that. Spirit also wants you to know that there are resources that are outside of what you have already tapped into. Okay. If you don't know, it's okay to ask. Just ask. Okay. And I feel like Spirit will reveal them to you or cause you to actually come across those resources, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see the energies that came out for you. We have the Six of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. We have the Seven of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. The Ace of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have the Six of Wands, which is Leo energy. The Devil, which is Scorpio energy. The Ace of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. The Three of Cups, Cancer energy. The Four of Swords, Libra energy. The Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Queen of Swords, Aquarius energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, I want to say Taurus energy. Okay. All right, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Good luck this month. Be open to see all that is available to you. You are not alone. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. It has been Blood Moon Oracle here, coming with the reading. Again, it is a general reading, so don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, just leave it for someone who it fits for. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. And that concludes the whole 6 readings that I set out to do this morning. I hope the day finds you in high spirits, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live. If it did resonate, feel free to share how it did. Okay, I'd love to hear from you and connect with you. Till next time, take care. Bye.